out here on the mountain bike trail again. It's addictive. It's addictive in a way, like all things are addictive. I was listening to that book, Think and Grow Rich. It came up on my YouTube algorithm, so I checked it out. It's not what I remember, because so far the most interesting part about it, or the most striking part, is the part about faith. And I didn't really, because in your head it gets broken down to just think what you want and write it down and do that enough and it'll happen. And then most of us try to do that, and then it doesn't quite work out that way, and then we get kind of disillusioned by that process. And then we hear of other people. Jim Carrey wrote $40 million down on a check and then got it, and then we use that as a weapon to beat ourselves up even more that we couldn't do it like Jim Carrey did, or you know what I mean? So I've been doing so much meditation work and exercise work, and just kind of thinking this technique 369 that Tesla, the magic numbers of Tesla, 369, you write down in the morning 3 times everything that you kind of desire or want, or your dreams you're trying to fulfill. Then in the afternoon 6, then at night 9. And I've been doing that as well. Sometimes I forgot to do it yesterday, but pretty consistently. Anyway, so this Think and Grow Rich, the part about faith, which is really interesting, because basically it talks about how faith is really the power or the engine of your thoughts that lead to manifestation. So faith is the most important element, because if you just try to use the power of your thoughts, your mind won't really believe, or you might I think I can, but secretly in your head you're like, this doesn't work, or I'm a piece of crap, or whatever it is. So but if you have faith, and if your faith kind of overpowers those negative voices, and faith is something that you can work on, and you can work on it by exercising and doing, and then it builds upon itself. You start getting a positive momentum in your life, leads to more faith, and you sort of collect faith like a mad stamp collector of the soul, and you start imbuing it in everything you do, and then this builds upon itself. And then the thing is, once you get that momentum, you start really believing that this will work, because now you're trying something new. Now you're putting the power of faith into it. So then it has actual weight, and then and like everything in life, it's just momentum based. So once you start getting on the good foot and repeating these cycles, and just really you start having real hope, and which leads to more desire. Because how when somebody tells you, oh, you've done a great job, look at this out here, oh, you've done a great job, you're more likely to oh, I'm gonna do a better job now, because you get that positive reinforcement where you sort of facilitate that within yourself. You start getting real hope. And the key to everything is desire. Once you're disillusioned, your desire falls away. You're like, oh, it's impossible, I'm just gonna sit around and watch TV or whatever, or who cares, you get in that negative thing. Your desire fades away, and then you won't achieve your goals. So desire's the engine, faith is the oil and the gasoline. I don't know. Hope, that's I don't know enough about cars. Maybe hope is the oil, faith is the gasoline, desire is the engine. And it's just, you get the momentum going, and you move on down the highway to your dreams. Happy Sunday, everybody. We'll see you next time on Chronicles of a Brooklynite Adapting to Arizona.